Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land under the free and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to rename the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
What you are about to hear is even more fascinating because of what we don't know. We do not know, for example, why Henrietta tried to kill Johnny. I have my suspicions. Johnny was quite a ladies' man. Around the time of his acquaintance with Henrietta Irving, he was carrying the photographs of 5 women in an inside coat pocket. To Johnny, with love from Helen. To Johnny, from Faye. From Effie, from Alice, and a 5th photo, that of a pretty woman who apparently wished to remain anonymous. Women adored Johnny. One woman too many. Now, the story of the attempted murder ran in the Madison, Indiana Courier because it was in a Madison hotel room that Johnny was almost dispatched. He and Henrietta had been drinking. No reliable account of their conversation exists, but I think she got a peek inside Johnny's coat and saw that Roue's gallery, and she exploded. I can hear echoing phrases like, "How could you?" In any event, Henrietta stormed out of Johnny's room. Certainly Johnny was relieved, but his relief was premature because just moments later, Henrietta is back. She's glassy-eyed. She's professing that she has a gift for Johnny. She's holding it behind her back. Before Johnny could react, Henrietta produced a knife and lunged at him. Well, the intended victim threw up an arm to shield himself. Not quite quickly enough. The blade came whizzing by. Johnny turned away, saw his own face in the mirror across the room. It was dripping blood. For some reason, again, nobody knows why, Henrietta, instead of finishing off her surprised and defenseless quarry, ran from Johnny's room to her own room and there stabbed herself. Now, she intended suicide, but she failed at that too. The next day, it was May 10, 1861. The story made print. Thereafter, there was, of course, a lot of ugly gossip. Hoping to put the incident to rest, Johnny promptly left town, and it was all but forgotten. It might have been completely ignored by posterity, except for an unrelated something that occurred sometime later. Even if we could fill in the blanks after almost 130 years, the result would not be nearly so fascinating as the conjecture. For example, of how different history might have been if Henrietta Irving had just finished off what she started. You see, they were performers together. They were co-stars in a play called The Apostate, in which Johnny had played the villain. And one imagines that they had become involved in more than a professional sense, until perhaps Henrietta discovered the villainy of her leading man was not confined to the stage. And yet, whatever the motivation of this respected actress, we just can't help wondering how your high school history book would have read had Henrietta Irving staggered into that Madison hotel room in 1861 and succeeded in plunging her dagger into the heart of John Wilkes Booth. Now you know the rest of the story.
Gotta listen, Paul Harvey, to start the day. So morning, everybody. What we got? We got Michigan Outpost, Mrs. Meadow, Blackbird, Sheriff Bear, Camo Carl, Wolverines, Mr. Eric, Dusty Country Roads, Big Dusty, Little Dusty, KP Heathen, Mr. William, D-Dog, what's up, brother? Let's see. Make sure I'm not trying to miss nobody. Widow's Diary. Morning, ma'am. I'm a-scrolling. Kiss Off. Morning, girl. Rabid Coyote. Morning. Canadian, my northern brother from another mother. I don't know why. G-Maw Nana. Share Bear. Morning. I don't know if I done caught up or not. Hey, Miss Sandy, morning. Morning, Blue. Wednesday, I'm having brain surgery to remove a tumor. Sure could use some extra prayers long around to recover head. Oh, damn, Double Dog Prepper. Definitely, brother, and thoughts and prayers. Wisdom and strength. Damn. That's hardcore. Well, just know that you put the faith in the outcomes in the Creator's hands. Well, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I don't know. We're fixing to find out if I managed to get things at least somewhat ready. It's a very loose term. Because I think we got about, 4 hours or thereabouts. It's in Houston now. And they got flooding down there It's going to be around 11, and then it's going to be right to the west of me is the projected path right now. The eyes will be right there on the west side of the eye. So I don't know. We'll see. I got the chicken coop kind of moved over by the building, put the little one in between. I didn't really have anything to anchor it down. So the little one, I do worry about the winds with the little one. I don't want it to pick that one up and then it'll just take my damn hell. That's peanut butter and jelly. Okay, roger that, Dido. Yes, so I figured, I try to catch up with everybody this morning. I don't, I gotta say it was very frustrating that it's like you go and all of a sudden there's stories on, it's some damn government planned hurricane. And I'm like, why can't you just focus on the problem right now? Why get people thinking about how the hell the hurricane came about? Just deal with the flipping shit that's coming in, because it's destructive shit coming this way. Thanks for the prayers, everyone. This was so unexpected. Glad they found it, but still crazy. You right, Double Dog Pepper? Oh, thank you, Miss Cindy. Yeah, I mean, it happens. I will say I'm kind of, I don't know, because some structures have changed and you always wonder what the dynamics of that's going to do. Because every storm changes the landscape a little bit, not to mention all the destructive shit that people do by just, it's like you wonder about, like, okay, well, now this hurricane's coming in, but with the big bare patch of that Colonial Ridge in that one county, and are there little solar things going around where there's like solar farms, so now there's big clearings? Is that going to help increase wind? And I will say this one's going to be a little different, because this one here, for the first time in my life, the dam that actually controls the big Lake Livingston, that's north of us, uh, they're kind of like starting to have concerns about the structure of the dam because of so much flooding. And it's like, oh man, that's I don't really know, to be honest, if the dam broke, if water would get into the house, but it would definitely mean isolation totally. I mean, it would be like a blanket of water keeping you in here. Right? Thank you, Miss Sandy. Carl, Chinese butterflies on the other side of the flat earth started the storm. Right, Carl? And I ought to worry about that and start researching that and spend hours, because heaven forbid if I should go down there and buckle down some little shit that's laying around that could be flying missiles with the winds come in, Heaven forbid if I should actually focus on the problem. Because that is the problem, Risky. The fact that this is happening and will continue happening, the tech too big for anything. See, I don't agree, G-Mo Nana, but then, I mean, I've lived here my whole life just about. So I've experienced so many hurricanes, I can't even begin to name them. I can just remember names: Katrina, Alicia, what was there? Some kind of Carlos. There was, I mean, I've been through the alphabet because this is just hurricane season. So, I mean, under the current times with these last 6-7 years, I get it. Everybody, we done went through the little COVID lockdown and it changed everybody's viewpoint on shit. But hell, the house right next door to me is a new one from the last hurricane, because that one flooded. There's been hurricanes. Hell, I remember being 11 years old on the beach with my mom camping, and one came in and we were like, oh shit, and we're trying to hold the tent up, and then we finally just bailed on the tent, got in the vehicle and parked and kind of rode it out. I mean, I've been through this my whole life. That's why I don't see the connection to the direct energy weapons. It's the government. It's the, it could be, yeah, I guess, because people do screw around with the weather. But as far as jumping to that with this is such a natural occurrence. That's like saying a car wreck is now all of a sudden a planned thing when they've been going on since we had vehicles. We've always had hurricanes. Hell, we've had some really gnarly ones that have done a whole little bowl run in the Gulf, because it's the Gulf of Mexico. It produces hurricanes. Just the way the Gulf is set up, it helps foster that. Just kind of like up in Kansas in the plains is, that's Tornado Alley, and it's always been Tornado Alley. It wasn't just because of NASA did something. It's just it's the plains. It's the way the currents collide on the plains. Well, I don't know about all that corn pop, but fine. Go there. What's up, man? And I don't know. All I can say is from my perspective and my set of lenses and sitting here with this only like 3-4 hours away from being on me, I could give a shit less how it got started. My concern is what's fixing to happen, and then the after effect, and then can I handle what's after? I will say, buddy, all them people down there in that metro in Houston, buddy, that toilet bowl is going to get a washing. Because once again, they never clean up anything after the facts of these storms. They only clean up what they have to. And they leave the silt and the soot and all the debris that gets in there in the bottom. So they go off of maps that say, oh, look, this drainage is 12 foot deep. No, it's not 12 foot deep no more. Hasn't been 12 foot deep for, I don't know, 10 years, because you never clean it out. Got some propane. The generator's ready if need be. I mean, it's at least where I can get to it. Got the hose handy. I ain't worried about plugging in a whole lot of shit. I'm just going to plug in the refrigerator and an air conditioner. The missus is already gone. She went to go stay at her parents. That's in a brick home, so it's got better odds. She didn't want to go. I just told her, well, it's kind of the best thing. Then I ain't got to worry about that. That's one less thing I have to worry about in my surroundings. And to be honest, actually, Blue, I don't care if I do or not, as long as Rudy makes it, because she couldn't take Rudy, so I got Rudy with me. I don't care. Yeah, this is the prime time for me to sign Nora. I'm cool. I really am. But this is just, I don't know where this world goes. Well, I mean, I kind of get the picture. You can see the self destruction coming though. Don't know, man. We'll see. I will say one thing that kind of sucks. Let me refresh. Sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just I'm keeping an eye on the radar. I just had to refresh it. Is your area under evacuation orders? I think so. To be honest, you Monetta, I couldn't tell you, because I ain't leaving. And so I can't really go out and be beneficial to anybody. So I've just kind of tuned that out as useless information for me. Not bad for anybody else, by all means. If anybody listens to this and you live around in the path, do you, boo, and listen to whoever's you listen to. And so I ain't trying to direct nobody no way. It's me and my situation. The missus is now taken care of. All I have to concern myself with is my chickens and Rudy. And I can't go help nobody else. Hell, my chair can't even get out there in the damn, I can't go check on the chickens at this point. What's up, Hutch? I don't know how far this is going to travel. It might even head up your way. I think they're saying something about that direction. We'll have to see where this goes. I think I'm about to blow my damn nose. Gold in them dar hills. By the way, man, that's pretty cool. That's some hard ass work, brother. On that pool that you're doing. When I watched that one, I watched the replay of when you were doing the digging, and I was like, man, if there was a way to buy you a pick handle, I'd get you a pick handle in a heartbeat. But that was actually pretty cool the way you were doing the little hydro blasting on the rocks. Send the coordinates in an email. Oh, the missus, and I guarantee you my son will be over here in a heartbeat. Rudy's kind of got admiration all over. He's got a fan club. We go any places and people always love little handsome Rudy. I always laugh. He's got girlfriends all over. 1 inch from level. Hell yeah. What's up, crazy hillbilly? Morning. Well, we've been getting the rain and a little bit of wind. I've been watching the cameras and then I watched the radar. Like I say, we still got, sometimes watching shit makes it seem like it's faster than what it is. Cause yeah, as it looks, still got what, bam, bam. Yeah, right around 10 o'clock. So still got about 3 hours before the heavy shit hits. And then it gets to the eye. It'd be nice if it veered a little to the west. I mean, I feel for them people, but I'm in self-preservation mode, so I ain't wishing it on nobody. I'm just wishing it ain't on me. But yeah, I could hook you up, Rabbit. Although Rudy he'd be taken care of. Make your own. And by the way, I don't know if any of the new subscribers are listening, but I sure do appreciate it in a way. I mean, I've come to respect it, so it took a little adjusting, but so any new subscribers, welcome. I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that you can get out of that video what I got out of it. So I respect that. I appreciate it. KP, is this hitting you over there, or you? What's the impact on you? I guess it looks like Lake Charles is just getting some little patches. Man, that shit is getting all oval. And it's going north, is what the projected look is. So that'll be going up possibly into Bug Out Adventures. Morning. So you had massive storm and flooding up here all night. Yeah, it's the outer stuff. It's actually the extended band. Then you should get a little break for a few hours, and then it looks like you're going to be getting it again here in a couple hours. You'll start getting the outer bands. As far as what the radar looked, it looked like you guys are getting that outer band, and then there's a gap. And then around noon, 1 o'clock, you're going to be getting then the actual outer bands of the actual eye. That's what we're getting right now. We're getting outer bands of the eye side. Hey, PM, EMT, and somebody else come in, and who was it? Damn it! I know I saw somebody, didn't I? I don't know. New subs are shy. Yeah. Well, that's man, and if anybody does listen and is lurking, don't feel like, oh my God, it's a sea of blue. It's just get to know you, you'll be blue too. Grabbed the HF Predator dual fuel 5000 over the weekend since they had 20% off everything. Ability to run a Jenny off propane was a selling aspect. Yeah, that was why I didn't want to do no credit card shit, but we did a credit card to be able to get this generator so that way it's at least keep the groceries. And I got it's not a very big, it's an RV ready, so it'll run an RV. And it'll do the fuel dual, but I mainly got the propane side because got a 250 gallon of propane sitting right there that all we run is the Dearborn heater off of, so we can run that generator for a little bit. Plus, got some bottles. But yeah, that was not a recommended decision. Hey, Monique, Little Maple Leaf, man. That was a beautiful photo, and that's some awesome work. The tile and stuff, everything is just looking je ne sais quoi. I think that's proper hell. I don't know. I might have just said some stupid shit. I don't know. It looks good. That's what I meant in East Texas version. And who did I miss anybody? I didn't miss nobody else coming in. I don't know. If I missed you, then I'm sorry. So good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever that works for you. I appreciate you being here. But is Hillbilly leaving? Where's he at, man? I've been sick lately. You all have a good. All right, Crazy Hillbilly. Get better. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, where are you at this morning? Hopefully you ain't involved in all this shiznit. Kim's Creation. Morning, morning, morning. Just because he's farming dirt doesn't mean he's poor. Does not mean he's poor. Who's the dirt farmer? Oh, poor Hutch. Oh, I see what he was doing now. He was going down and then just said all the names. A one and done. So you're in Denton? Oh, damn. Hopefully you're headed north, right? My last day, I'm going to fill it up. There you go. Yeah, hopefully you're headed north from there. Don't come south. Shit just gets worse when you come down here. It's headed that way. I know. I was thinking of that song last night, Carl, actually, when I was watching that one outer band kind of come through. No, you'll be in the Dallas area. Son, you better hunker down. That shit should probably be around there. I don't know, the way it's looking. Bam, right about noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So this afternoon, it'll be, you're going to start getting hit by the outer bands of this thing. And depending on where the eye goes, you might even end up like right now, it might actually veer to the east. So poor old Tyler and Longview might get hammered with the eye. Everybody's fixing to get hammered from Louisiana all the way damn near over to Waco with the storm. So, well, the bad part, Kiss Off, is the eye part will be here probably around 12 o'clock. So then we're going to get the shit till 12, and then they'll get this little, depends on where that eye actually goes. If it goes right over us, then it'll quiet all down for a minute. The bad part's going to be what comes for the next probably 4 to 6 hours, depending on how long it drags through. But that's always the dirty side. And you don't want to be on the dirty side. Plus, we've already got the surge that came in, so it stopped the river from flowing. So it's not going to take much for that river to overflow, which that doesn't freak me out. We have that happen. But it's that dam and their concerns with all that. And of course, all this rain that's happening is now funneling into that lake and go through that dam and then coming down this way. Because that's all that rain that Bug Out Adventures were just talking about up that way. That shit starts to funnel towards the Trinity. Quick question. What do I do with a shitload of banana peppers? Well, can't you can them? Can you can them? D-dogs like snacks. It could veer off, come back, and hang out a week. Nah, it's not river again. Oh, it could do. What was that one that did that shit to Florida? How that shit acted like a ping pong ball. Went back and forth across Florida and then went up the coast. I forgot which one that one was. That one come trailing into the Gulf. I think, no, that one there, I think, came from the other side. 15-foot rise on the Rio Grande would be nice. Yeah. As long as my roof don't leak too much, let the rains come. Nature needs drinks too. Yeah, I could. I mean, I'm cool with that, but I don't need the. I really don't want to fall. By the way, morning, Miss Ellen. Pickle them. There you go, Rabbit. That's what I was trying to think of. I'm like, there's something you do with those. Pickle them. Oh, excuse me. Ian, that's it. That's what I'm saying, man. Just living down here, these happen. So I can't tell you how many I've been through my whole life. I'm not saying that they didn't, nobody generated this one. Maybe they did, and maybe they didn't. I just know that it's not uncommon this time of year to have a hurricane. So that's all I was trying to say. And morning, Nikki. Hopefully y'all are buttoned down. You have motivated me. See, I don't think I really had to motivate much though, Hutch. I think you just had to wake up. So I'm not sure I really played a big part in that. I don't want to take credit for something. I just don't really think that was me. I think that was just a la natural. Rain is fine, just those high winds destroy everything. Yeah, well, right now the rain ain't gonna be a friend to me neither, because I just don't. I don't know. Don't need the issues with the house. And you can wear them as a necklace. Oh, little power blink there. Yeah, because that's another thing too. So if something happens, then give me a minute. I'll switch over to the tablet, and then I can maybe catch everybody up. Because yeah, because if I do lose power, I probably won't stream too long, because I'll go ahead and conserve the battery. Because I'll wait and see what's happening before I go starting up a generator. Right, Mayhem. I get caught up here, man. I went to the Amish greenhouse several years ago and came home with 40 pepper plants, pickled and jarred pepper for sausage and pepper sandwiches for a couple of years. Hell yeah. Roasted red peppers and toast, on toast. I just got my roof repaired from hurricane again. Oh, damn. Get him a raincoat. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they all came out, and see, I got that tarp over them, and then the other one's got the roof, so they don't get hammered with it, but they just get a muddy floor, which I got them in good grass right now. They're closer to that building, trying to use it as a wind block. Yesterday, me and the missus, before the little man came, we went out there and tried to get some of the little loose limbs. It's supposed to curl up here towards the northeast. I bet it does. Oh, it's gonna. Yeah, we got the dirty side coming, so the rain is a given. If you get cut off, I might live. I'm not sure, or hit the PlayStation. Looks like your damn hurricane is going to wrap some of its crap up here too this week. Yeah, it looks like it. That's right. It looked like it was headed like Missouri, Arkansas, in that direction. But then again, we'll see where the eye goes. As of right now, it looks like it's gonna. We'll be right there on the eastern side of the eye as it goes by. So it'll be west. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Mike? Morning. So, well, say, so far so good. We see how this goes. Here, got about another 4 hours before it starts to really picking up. Oh, let me refresh this radar. Bam and bam. Yeah, here in about 2 hours, we'll be starting to get the hardcore stuff for the next 5-6 hours. Oh, okay. Bug Out Adventures. That's I've seen that All American Prepper in, what was it on? Was it with Grumpy? Or was it Pete? I don't know. I've seen him somewhere. Living in an Amish paradise. Oh, there you go, Carl. But that's good food right there. Damn, cloud sitting is bad. Been doing it for, here for a couple 100 years, easy. Hey, morning, Miss Sharon. Grumpy. Morning, sir. I do not miss the hassle of hurricanes. Best of luck to all affected. Well, thank you very much. The coffee's going. Phone is about dead. I need to get started. You all have a wonderful, blessed, productive day. Catch y'all later. All right, Kims, make it a good day. Stay safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Well, it went over the Cancun part, Hutch. It went over Cancun. They were thinking it was going to go up, into Mexico, but it stayed out in the Gulf, and then it kind of veered. It increased the timeline. This wasn't even supposed to really happen until like Tuesday or Wednesday, but it veered north. There was a clash that came in from up north, and when it did, it pushed it. Looks like here the clouds are starting to move in and build up around us now. So yeah, we're going to get some of the hurricane parts, but oh, God knows his ways, and God will grow his plans. Yeah, as long as it doesn't pick up. That's the only thing. Could be. Who knows? It's kind of like shooting a gun. Guns have been around, so they are just a thing. But why the gun fired? I guess it all depends on the details. It's like this. It's hurricane season. It's a hurricane. How it got there, I don't know. I know knowing one way or the other wouldn't affect what's fixing to happen. So I'm just more concerned with what's fixing to happen than how it originated. If it's a concern, then after dealing with this, then it would be to look into it. But what's the point in that? Only 2 named storms so far. Kind of unusual, isn't it? Some seasons. There's been seasons when it's been kind of light, and then there's been seasons when it's like, holy crap, start out the gate, go through the whole damn alphabet. Matter of fact, what was that? Like 8 or 10 years ago, we ended up with storms that, hell, they were, I think, even started to recycle. Way too early, way early for the season. Oh, this is normal here. This is hurricane season, July and August, because usually this is our heat months, and it clashes. Oh yeah, I meant to do that. Oh, come on, man. Really? All right. Oh, name implies it's a woman's. I don't know. Hell, we've had a Carlos. We've had some other male names. I think, what was it? Was there one season there was a damn manual? Can't remember. Up here, we've already gotten 6 inches of rain since last night. No, about 9 hours. Yep, I know. And seeing all that over is going to run back down here, and I don't know. We'll see what happens with the dam. I mean, I don't know. I said it. You can only worry about the things you can deal with. You can get caught up in the shit you can't really affect, and you can let it distract you. But you just got to focus on what you can handle. What's in front of you? Well, I think I scratched the piss out of this phone. To be prices for bulk food, a local store sells bulk chicken for like $1.25 a pound. Where's the chicken from? That's why I have 5 deep freezers. Hey, the woman hurricanes that are named are a lot stronger than the men that are named about. Ivan was a bad one. What's up, elusive? How are you doing, man? It's good to see you. Been a minute. Ride the waves of life is harder than water waves. Man, water's a hell of a force. Don't underestimate it, that's for sure. Figured the missus would be messaging me. They wait to name hurricanes until they see how psycho they get. Mostly women's names, it's science. Just follow the science. Just follow the science. Hey, I need like 2 minutes. So let's see. Man, where's one? Where's one? I don't know. Here, I need just like 3 minutes. You can listen to the song. And I'll be right back. Morning, morning, morning. Hutch. Yeah, not that. That's, hey, man, and that's the trending thing now. That's apparently bragging rights. I don't know how we got here in society, but ain't that some shiznit? Never understood this lack of self respect. I gotta say that I never understood that. Even back in those days. Morning, apple dumpling. How are you this morning? No, not explaining it. Yeah, I don't think there is an explanation. Not at least on that version. The song side was different, but I got it up and running. I didn't do any break-in period though. It's got the fresh oil, and I will say, by the way, and just food for thought, one thing, because watching some of this before I decided to get it, because there was good reviews, and then there was a guy that was like, it was good, and but what um he learned is be sure and crack the bottles slowly, because they were talking about the pressure in the bottles, whether it's the little propanes or the bigger ones, but the pressure, if you open it too fast, it hits the diaphragm for the propane. And then when it hits that diaphragm, it can lock it. And then it causes a pain in the ass. You're going to have to, you'll notice it because you'll have to pull the choke out in order to keep it running. It won't hold the load. And it's because probably the diaphragm is stuck. So crack your bottles open slowly. That way the pressure can slowly hit that, and then you can open it up. I gotta say, I did it, and I don't know my work, but yeah, no, I didn't run it. Shit, dude. To be honest, can't afford to just sit there and burn the propane to do that. That's just the reality of it. It's nobody's fault but my own. It is what it is. Apple dumpling, I'm getting ready to hit the road. Alrighty, apple dumpling. Well, be careful. Keep your head on a swivel. Be safe. Defensive driving. It ain't you that might. It's going to be the problem. It'll be some other person distracted. One car is enough, and watch your caboose. Guess it's a I love old steaming. Oh yeah, no, the real live trains, Jimon Nana. It was more of a, it was, um. So okay, so the word train can have a negative sexual connotation to it, which being very promiscuous and very um loose with one's self, kind of like the whole football team kind of thing. But yes, I love actual trains myself. But that was where that reference to that train was a very low level of self-esteem. So that was about the most internet correct way I could think of describing the meaning to that word in that context. So, okay. So there you go. Don't do that, Carl. I know you're in stitches. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Being the seam master that you are. By the way, so if you're a guy that sews, are you still a seamstress or are you a seamster? Which one is there? Is there a seamster and then there's seamstress? Is that how that works? No, I wouldn't even do pit. I don't know. No, deplorable. No, shouldn't promote either. No, I wasn't asking about the train. I was asking about his stitches, his seams. I was just going to make up a word, like seam master or something, but seamster. There you go. Be a seamster. Hey, Bushido's a seamster. He's doing pretty good with them little vests and all that stuff and pockets and all that. I mean, and then learned how to do it and started doing it. It's pretty cool, pretty adaptable. Hey, Miss Ellen, make it a good day. Keep bunkered down because the fun part's coming, ma'am. The fun part's coming. Out of 5 kids, I'm the only one with a southern accent explaining that one. I don't even want to attempt that. Some things are just like, nope. You shut the door and lock it. Trains and stitches, do they go together? Oh Lord, see, no, we're not even. Because see, that's just no. Got a storm. It's ain't headed towards up there in your crazy place though, deplorable. I don't think Colorado is getting anything to do with this hurricane. So that's what you're missing out on. Always a great thing. Learning new skills. I'm impressed with. Yeah. Got to go make some money poking holes in things. There you go, Carl. Hey, make it a good day. Keep your head on a swivel, sir. Right, man. Fresh this damn radar. Just trying to keep track. Yeah, shit's fixing to probably be hitting the fan. Let's see where we at. And fire off. Sorry, I'm just watching this radar real quick and kind of seeing how. Okay, we're here, and then bam. So yeah, about another within the next hour, shit's gonna. Hey, Miss Teresa, morning, morning. Oh Lord, the carnival come to town. Let's see. Carney sounds about right. You know, and I bet if it was a Carney, it was probably the prick that did the BB gun and the BB gun shot with the ducks and stuff. It was probably that dude, because he's a prick. He knew that he was giving people screwed up guns. Every time he handed one, he was picking on who was going to get to win. So see, I bet it was that dude. It was that Carney. That's where it all began. You see now, thanks. Now that song will be stuck on. Yeah, it looks like right about 8:30ish to 9. The hardcore of the bands will be on top. Climb Weather Radar app has been a favor. Now they try to push paid editions. Yeah. That's the one thing that I gotta say. I wasn't happy. So much went to the, I don't know. Everybody wants to get paid just to show you some information. And it's like, really? Why can't you just share the information? Yeah, Daddy's a badass. But see, I'm actually thinking, yeah. So, hey, man, bear with me if you want to. Just remember, if you leave, make it a good day. That's all I can say. But yeah, give me just a couple minutes because I'm going to tend to bees. And in the meantime, y'all can enjoy, let's see. I think it's a little Uncle Cracker. Yeah, what the hell?
Always have a place at my table. Hey, Cracker, dinner's ready. Come on and eat.
Get her done. Based on Memphis soul songs and Motown rhythm and blues, Old Smokey wrote the soundtrack to my every childhood move. Soothing all the cameras looking out of my back 40. Lord, I don't know where I'd be if not for Berry Gordy. See, my story ain't that simple and it don't stop here. Patsy Cline still echoes through my younger years. I know you can hear me cause the music never stops. George Jones sang me to sleep whether he knows it or not. And I'll always lend a hand if I'm able. And you'll always have a place at my table. This whole world over with Detroit on my mind, but I got friends in Tennessee, Atlanta, and Caroline. We don't need no money and we don't want no grief, but if you came to give some, you'll be picking up your teeth. And I'll always lend a hand if I'm able. And you'll always have a place at my table.
Uncle Cracker sitting back there on that back porch. And I think sitting back here I can see everything I need to see. I think out yonder I see poor old Mr. Bradford fueling up the Benz. Everything is truly everything. That's all it can ever be. And that sure is good enough for me.
Morning, Shorty. Hopefully you're doing good this morning. Oh, man. And by the way, deplorable, yeah, the hurricane is actually over Houston right now. So, uh-oh. Am I here? 5x5? I gotta say, that was, who knows when it cuts out. Cool. Thank you. I wasn't sure. I looked up and all of a sudden I see it's a spinning wheel. And I'm like, oh. Oh, that'll just be the light side if that's all that happens, deplorable. I'm worried about this, just as long as we don't get too much rain and then some wind, because that's what worries me. That's what put the house in the condition it's in right now. So we'll see. I don't know. You do what you can do, and then it's how you prepare for the worst, and then you pray for the, what is it? Pray for the best and prepare for the worst. It is what it is. It'll be the after effect. That's where we're going to see where we end up. Good little stream coming down the driveway right now. Let me check on the chickens. Yeah, they're still out moving around. It's not, I can't tell. It doesn't look like it's, well, wind's picking up. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore y'all. I was just being observant. I still have broken windows, air conditioning, broke glass, and the carpet from the hailstorm we got. Oh, dang. Hey, covered by CQ. Too wet to mow, too wet to dig, lazy day. Yeah, this shit I think is supposed to be headed up y'all's way. Man, I'll tell you what, old France sure is catching them, man. They all kinds of crazy shit happening over in France. There you go, 4-footer. Oh, yeah, it's coming. I can hear it now. Yeah, I can hear the winds. Having a lot of rain. You're having a lot of hot weather, I see. They are down here in Texas. We're having some wet stuff. Yeah. I know. I gotta say, I dig that. I tell you what. Here you go. If you want. Hey, actions, not distractions. Morning. Yeah, I was trying to kind of come up with an idea of what I'd do if the wind starts to pick up the little coop, and all I know to do is I'll just make some kind of run out there. I mean, one thing about it, definitely will everything will get rain. I don't like it too hot. 30 degrees is comfortable for me. 30 really? Oh, that's right. That's from one of those countries that couldn't make it to the moon. No, I'm just picking because God, that'll trigger it real bit just because I said that 4-letter word. Yeah, I guess that's Celsius. So what is that, like 72 degrees? Anyway, of time. No, not that I can manage to do in time, and which sounds kind of like a sissified kind of shit, but that's just I, to be honest. So with no problems, then yeah, with no problems, just go out there, take a couple of anchors, and just take a bar, screw it in the ground, put a strap on it, done deal. Doing that out of that chair nowadays, all of a sudden it's totally different. All of a sudden that becomes like a day, 2, 3 day. Hey, Lady Smith. Morning, little firecracker. Y'all got rain barrels. I need to get some in case we get bugs. No, I don't have any rain barrels, but I mean we got the river and we got our own lakes here, wells, all that. And they don't need it. I mean, they've got a good roof on them. Actually, that's just all I'd worry about would be but I think I kind of got them wedged. I don't know. Let's see. It doesn't really show anything. Dun, 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 dun. Well, let me redo that picture. We'll just kind of crop this to here and here. Let's see how it zooms in with that. There we go. So that's what they look like right now. Oh, there's Hutch. What's up, man?
Do you have a camera on your chicken coop now?
Well, I got security cameras. I can just, what I do is I can zoom in on just that. That's a bigger shot.
Isn't that fancy?
Well, that's what happens when about, I don't know, what was that, like 7 years ago, 8 years ago? This old dude died off, and his kids had kids, and some of those kids were their shitheads and they're losers, and all they do is steal shit and smoke crack. And they decided that they were going to come, since nobody was staying in Grandpa's house, and they'd just start shacking out. And it was like, oh no, I don't think that's how this is going to work, because you ain't coming around my place with all that shit. And so it took a little bit of a year, but finally got that shit all cleared out. And in the process, though, I all of a sudden, matter of fact, this was one of my bitching points for the longest time, is going, out of 40 years, I never had to worry about locking the door, never had to worry about putting the mower up, never had to worry about cameras. And now all of a sudden, I got cameras because of some flipping ass crackhead. I used to say that out in the road while they were trying to do deals. I used to chase people off, dude. I'd go right out there and start taking pictures of their license plate, and I'd go, yep, and it's all on 1080p every time when you hit that intersection down there, all the way to you drove in right here. Huh? Whoa, what? Yeah, dude, don't want your kind around here. Take your happy ass somewhere else.
All right. Eventually, once I get the fence up, I will get some cameras. I want to put a camera on each corner. That way I can just kind of watch the property line. We had some at the bottom of the hill. They got them fucking poodles, sons of bitches, and they keep getting out. So it was like 2-3 years ago, some kid, I say kid, he was probably between 17 to 25, somewhere in that range. You know what I mean? He was a young motherfucker. Just came walking right up through the backyard. I got fucking 11-foot trees. My ladies out here behind the shower house before the greenhouse and shit was up. He just walked right between them like it wasn't shit. I'm sitting in the car, hot boxing the puppy dogs at the time, and I just see some kid randomly walk through the back of my yard and stop in my driveway and shit. He didn't see me, so I got out of the car like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I was like, "Yeah, I need to start getting some kind of cameras."
That's it. Well, I've had that happen with the people behind me. When they first get in, that chick was so fucked up. I don't know. They most people figure it's pills. She's a pillhead, and dude, she just like veered right off the road over here and just started walking through yards and shit, just like through the woods and things. That she appears right here and starts walking across, and I was sitting out there, and I'm like, hey, excuse me, can you explain just what the hell you're doing? Huh? You're just like walking right through the middle of my property. Oh, I'm just going home. There's a road, lady.
Yeah.
Huh? I'm like, oh my God, you're gone.
That's even in my hobo kind of days, when I was just running around doing stupid shit. That's one property lines were always the thing. It was like, no, there's a sidewalk or there's a road. I am not cutting through anybody's fucking yard or field because I know how I would treat me if I, you know what I mean?
It's a respect thing. It's
Yeah.
not, and that's what gets me. Some of this shit's so simple. It's like, really, all these little tested areas when it comes back to a simple respect thing. I'm
Take it
watching
easy,
that wind
Blackbird.
hit that tarp.
Right.
Later,
And it's a
Blackbird.
common
Red.
sense thing. Like, why do you want that unnecessary attention on you? You know, if you go in anybody's yard, automatically they're going to be watching you, and they're going to be, what the fuck's this person? You know, is bringing unnecessary attention and drama your way. It makes no sense.
Hey, what's up, Monty? See that wind, boy? That wind hitting that tarp. And my biggest concern is that wind catching that little one. Because I don't know, man. I just got a visual and I can see that and I can picture the wind and I can picture the current. I can almost like visualize that thing just going, woo.
You can't put some weights on top or put some of them fucking like tent anchors on that bitch. Run a cable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that was a half a day. Me and the missus getting that moved over there. Because that does not drag very well. Because it's like 1x2s or 2x2s, I mean. So it's got the sharp edges and it does not drag. We figured that out yesterday. I was like, oh shit, we got the dolly. And actually wedged the dolly under half of it. Yeah, and that's poor old peanut butter and jelly, man. I really feel for them. This is, everybody, I'm here to entertain in a way. So, if that means being cannon fodder, I'll be cannon fodder. I don't give a shit. So I am kind of emotionally tied to those two. And I got to tell you, ever since I've put them out there, it has drove me nuts. The only thing that's just been my middle ground is that I look around at all the dust that's not happening anymore. And I go, oh, there's that. But
baby metal.
They grew on me. I got to say. Morning, Metal.
You,
Moonchild.
You done got emotionally attached to the chickens, huh? Are you going to have a problem taking their head off?
Peanut butter and jelly. They those two, I think they just stayed in here and it was just them two for the longest, and so they kind of became partial like a Rudy. Well, to be honest, not so much peanut butter as jelly, because jelly was just, man, that little old hen, if I opened that thing, she would hop up on the edge and then literally hop on my arm, and I could just sit here and she'd just sit there on my arm looking around. And it was like, damn, you're going to end up like some pet. I even laughed, used to make jokes with the missus going, guess I'll have some kind of little doggy door for the chickens to go through. So
that's when we had the bigger shed, there's some, I mean, if you go back into some of my older videos and shit, you'll see I got a picture of it. But we had 7 roosters and 1 hen, and this poor girl was getting abused on the regular. So she just said, fuck it. She started hanging out in the house, sitting on the island and shit, watching TV with us all day long. Chickens are all right pets until you have to clean up after them, because they don't care where they shit.
Yeah. That is the only detriment. Otherwise, I would have probably just had them like in here. They would have been like, cool, you can hang out.
I mean, they do have chicken diapers. You can put some diapers and some helmets on them and just let them run around the house. A chicken train, pretty much. Yeah, they have diapers for chickens. I think they even got like there's all kinds of, the interwebs has some weird shit. You can find like little dresses and shit. Like they've got overalls for chickens, all kinds of shit. The muscle arms on the fuck yeah. Yeah. I want to get one of those for the cat. What the hell? I'm new at this. I can't be up here by myself. Right. I mean, pretty much anything that'll fit on a cat will fit on a chicken. So you got all kinds of options. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've seen the leashes. I had a leash for my I had a what the fuck. Right. I will try not to get rescue or strike. I had the I can't remember what they were geckos, spotted geckos, I think, or something like that. And I had little leashes for them.
And I'm listening. I'm here. I'm just in shutdown mode because my backup on my shit's only gonna last for so long. But yep,
Is your
power is
power
now
out?
out. Yep, it's started to come back up, but then it said,
Leopard
"Nah,
gecko.
I don't think so."
I had two of them. One was named Terrence Peterson, and the other one was he was named after a Ninja Turtle. I think he was Michelangelo because he was like a rose cream color, but he had like a green stripe right across his eyeballs.
See if I get something. Wait, it's gonna be dark in
I'm
here.
not a fan of eggs. My aunt had a fucking iguana, and that thing would whoop the shit out of you with its tail. I am not a fan of those things.
Well, I'm on borrowed time, so I will say that is the one drawback with the missus being gone and not having the vehicle. Because when you got a vehicle, you at least have then you got somewhere you can go to.
D dog.
Yeah, I was hoping to get him up here, but so are you going to go live?
I might. I might. Are you getting ready to shut her down? How much power you got left on you? Minutes?
I I'm about 100% with my tablet, but it'll be I don't know how this could be going out for days or I don't know because the storm's coming in. So
Oh.
as it gets closer, it's not like you're going to go out there and rebuild power lines at the eye of a hurricane.
I might. It depends on
So,
after I smoke this, I'm gonna smoke another one. And after I smoke that one, I'm gonna go ahead and smoke another one. So we'll see how we feel in the process.
there you go. Yeah, and hopefully, I mean, I'll try to. I might do little shorts as it's kind of coming across and just kind of anybody can see updates or something. I do little shorts but I'll try to. I got backups for like my phone, so I've kind of got a couple of the battery backups, and but yeah, it just depends on how long this lasts. Now, man, it kind of sucks. It happened at the beginning of the bands hitting because you just visualize the donut. And as the edge of the donut hits, that's when the power goes out. Well, ain't nobody you ain't getting out in no trucks to go out here in the middle of the eye. This shit's coming across. So probably going to end up being out for hopefully a day or two.
You're starting to go robot.
Oh, see, that's the towers will start firing up their generators.
Kiss off. I've seen your hair. You will not be touching my head. Thank you very much.
Hey, Metal Spawn, Nick. I think if I missed anybody, man, I'm sorry. I can barely do this little tablet thing. Hello. What money? See, you're not supposed to drink this early because then you say goofy things like that. Things like moving up to Dallas and out of harm's way. Yeah, let me move into a shithole that then
Right.
has to deal with a hurricane. That
That's
sounds like a
like
more feasible thing.
It's like telling Monty, like, you might as well just move to St. Louis. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, you know, it'd probably be more beneficial if you just went ahead and moved to New York City, Money.
Right. I hear San Francisco's nice this time of year.
Yeah. And if you get too hot, apparently you can take off everything. It's still cool.
Right. Right. Kiss off. I could say the same thing to you. What you talking about? You watch. Imagine slow motion. Just. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, what's up, Savage League?
Chicago's the
Except
only
towards
time that I've
Dallas,
been
not
to
enough.
Chicago is in the fucking 28-foot box truck in Chicago in the wintertime. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Downtown Chicago? No. Fuck that. He was like negative 17 or some shit. Fuck Chicago.
I can honestly say I don't remember ever being in downtown Chicago. I remember going like just highway interstate shit, like going, oh yeah, I was okay, because it was a through shot. But I've never been to downtown Philadelphia, to be honest. And you know what? I actually regret that. I wish now I had it gone, or at least I don't remember going. Well, wait, no, I did. I've been to. I just don't remember. See, I don't remember where I went in Philadelphia. I remember the dude I was even over his name, Mark Erickson. We were in AIT together, and then we both kind of got in some trouble. Not so much together, just kind of around the same time. So we got punished together. So we kind of got that way. So whenever I got out and he was getting out, then I went over to Philadelphia, where he was from. And the only thing I remember about that whole incident was one night we were going to a fucking party. We got on this fucking bus. We went to this party. Somehow, at this crowd of people at this party, all of a sudden I ended up solo going, oh. And I tried to get on a bus, and I remember riding all night long and into the day on different buses. Bus drivers up there were totally cool back then, too. This was in the 80s. But they were trying to help me find it. And all I remember was this fucking city had streets that had like 8 and 10-foot brick walls. And then they go up to front yards, up to the houses. I'm like, who the fuck lives like this? It's like you're living in a trough.
Yeah. I don't think
And
I've ever
like,
actually been to Philly. I've been on the highway close to it, but I've never actually been to Philly, I don't believe.
That's all I can remember, too, is I remember going, damn, man, that's some wild shit. Because you're just ducking out these bus windows, looking up for at the front yards at the houses. And I'm like, I don't know, nothing looks familiar. And then they'd put me on another bus. And then finally I found it. I'm going, oh, wait, I think this is it. So the dude literally waited for me to go up and knock on the door. And yeah, that was his family's home.
I will say every place that I've been to east of the Mississippi, for the most part, the city planners fucking suck because those roads are way too small. Every place I've ever been east of the Mississippi, tiny fucking roads. It's like Boston. You ever been to Boston?
No.
It's fucking, if you got an SUV driving through there, it's fucking the anxiety level. I could only imagine trying to drive a delivery truck through there, a box truck or a semi. It stresses me out just thinking about that shit.
I gotta say, I do miss not visiting a lot of those places back in the day, because especially seeing where they are. It's like, damn, man.
You're going robot.
In my day, they used to think I roboted.
Yep, you're full robot.
Uh-oh. Well, sounds like a sign of the time.
You gonna go ahead and call it?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead, because it ain't gonna get no better.
Yeah, I know, Monty. Well, then, fuck it. I'll go ahead and set up a live then real quick. What time is it right now? 8:07. I'll set up a live for 8:30, I guess.
There you go. So 8:30 over at Hutch's.
Y'all better have something exciting to say in the chat, because I have 0 things exciting to say on the panel. So y'all better give me something to talk about. I'm just saying.
There you go. You're gonna have to encourage him, motivate him. Well,
Tiger, come
coming up, brother. Hey,
Shit,
what's up, Tiger?
All you gotta do is tell me, man. If I ain't doing shit, I'll be here.
Roger that, man. Well, hopefully, and I'll check in if for some weird reason some shit goes down, then fine. I might come tip again, but I'll try to update everybody just so you know it is what it is.
All right. Yankee.
What's up, Yankee? You just in time, Yankee. Tiger, sorry, because I'm fixing to shut it down to catch everybody up. If you came in or you've been so out of power now, the outer bands are starting to move in, so probably won't be getting electricity for maybe a day or 2, possibly 3, and depending on how bad it is, could be longer. So, got a generator. We'll be checking in with everybody. I'll try to keep y'all in touch, and I appreciate y'all being here. Here's your update. Remember, you can make it a good day just because, hey, man, you deal with what comes. You don't hang on the negative. It is what it is. Can't fix it, so you navigate it. But I appreciate y'all. Let me see. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'll still do my song. Got to have the song. I think I can find the song. Let's see if I can find it without screwing this up. Because doing this here, there we go. There we go. Everybody, make it a good day. Appreciate y'all being here. And I will check in with y'all shortly. Peace.
I ain't here tomorrow. If the good Lord says it's my time to go, I don't see that morning sunset. There's some things I need for you to know. The truck is yours if you want it. It'll run forever if you treat it right. When you think of me on some back road, that's because I'm right there by your side. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Don't let life turn you bitter. Don't be ashamed to bow your head. Take it easy on the liquor. Remember what it did to your granddad. Yeah, you're gonna get your heart broke, but a couple of tears don't make you weep. Gonna find that girl God made just for you. Knows what he's doing, wait and see. you dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Y'all make it a good day. I appreciate you being here.
Keep the shotgun in the family. Raise your babies by the book. And keep my picture in your wallet. Keep your car keys on a hook. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Please don't ever forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Just remember, you're capable of doing anything you put your mind to. Put positive in, get positive out. Negative is poison to the soul. Keep that in mind. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Stay safe. Stay prepared. Make it a good day. Peace.